Going to Hello all, Talysman the Ur-Beatle here with a new immersive survival exploration series called UrVival Survival. I have two goals with this series. One is, as I just mentioned, immersive survival exploration. What this means is that I'm going to follow a few rules to try to act more like it actually matters what I'm doing in the world, because I'm actually supposed to be in the world rather than treating it more like a game. Now, obviously, one of the things is I do have some rules that I'm going to follow, which I will explain as I go along. But the other reason for the series is it's a test of, or rather a kind of play test for an add-on that I wrote that it is supposed to make things a little bit more immersive, at least from my viewpoint. This add-on is called UrVival mode, and I will be explaining more of that as the various elements of it pop up. Now, one of the things I try to do when I'm playing immersive survival exploration is I try to live with a soft, or I want to tread lightly and have a soft touch when I'm exploring the environment. I don't want to ruin too many things. You will notice that I had taken the fallen tree rather than trying to break down a tree. That's because I'm trying to be more mindful of my world. I'm just looking around here. Actually, we need to find out the direction to the sun, because that way we can get a better idea. Oh, well, the sun's already been rising. Okay, it looks like it came up over there. That's the east. That's important because later on when I travel, and I will travel, I want to head west. I'll explain that when we start to do that. But first, we need to find some more resources, and I'm hoping for more of the fallen trees, although so far I haven't seen any. I do also want to keep my eye on these wolves. They don't seem to be going for any sheep at the moment. I was hoping that rather than killing any animals for food, that maybe they would find some sheep, kill it, and then I could take the meat that they leave after eating whatever they want. But they weren't actually near the sheep. The sheep are over here. And that one's got a baby, so I do not want that one to die anyways. Okay. So far, no more wood. I might have to resort to breaking down some trees. Probably not the birch, because I want to keep it, since I started with oak, I would actually not like to keep it in the oak family so that I'm not carrying stacks of multiple kinds of wood. I know that in theory I could carry as much as I want with all of this space, as long as I don't fill up all of the inventory slots. But I like to think that I would not really be able to carry huge amounts of various kinds of items. So I'm going to limit myself to one stack of wood, any kind of wood, and one stack of stone, any kind of stone, and then one stack of each ore or the like. We don't really want to go crazy here. We're going to be traveling light. I'm going to get some more trees by actually chopping them down. I suppose we're going to need to make a pickaxe. I actually don't like to make an entire set of wooden tools. Instead, I try to find some stone and just use the wooden pick to get the stone and then move right on to stone tools. Even then, I don't like to make a stone sword at all. That's just a kind of a habit. I think stone swords aren't really worth it. Oh look, we got some coal. That could be useful. So let's get some, first of all, let's get enough stone for our tools. So we're going to need shovel, pick, oops, shovel, pick, axe. That's really the only tools we're going to need to start, although we will need more stone later on to make new tools, replacements. So, axe, shovel, pick. Okay, and then we'll get some more stone here. Okay, that right there is going to be enough for a furnace if we make one soon. Actually, we should just go ahead, since we got the crafting table down right now, go ahead and make one furnace right now. Okay, so now we want to get up here. Okay, this is going to be dangerous, isn't it? Well, let's see what we can do here. Okay. Get a small supply of coal. We're going to have to think about what we're going to do for the night pretty soon. Okay. I'm also looking around just in case I spot any iron. Oh, there is iron. Did not see that before. first thing I like to do with iron, actually, is to make a shield. Although I will point out that I also like to put off making armor for as long as possible. I'm going to instead rely on armor that I find. Now this is getting dark up here, so maybe I'll just go down to where it's safe. Now, I'm going to take just that little bit of copper there. The reason why is because I really only am going to be using copper for a spyglass, assuming that I do find amethyst shards. So, while I go ahead and start cooking some stuff here, I will point out that what I'm going to be doing here, I'm going to be traveling as much as possible. I'm not going to really build any large structures. That's not the point of survival exploration. Instead, I want to spend no more than about a week in each location, and I'm going to only make small structures. I do want to make one at the or close to where I spawned, however, because the idea also is that I want to kind of keep in a way, like a string of bases to kind of mark my route of travel. We're going to be done with this pretty soon, it looks like. Yes. Okay, now I'm going to... Okay, I guess that makes it time to explain another thing that's going to happen here. And you will notice that I am not healing. This is one of the features of the UrVival add-on, is that it slows down healing a great deal. I actually will have to be tweaking it at some point, because I've done some testing and discovered one flaw in the add-on, and I still want to solve another issue where I wanted a particular behavior and couldn't figure out how to do it. But the idea is that instead of healing every time you eat food or are full, in UrVival mode, you only heal like maybe a half a heart a day. I actually have not decided on the exact amount, but right now it's set at half a heart. So that means that since I've lost quite a few hearts there because of that sneaky creeper, it's going to take a while for me to recover from the damage. Now, as I said, there's already one problem I've encountered where I realize I need to tweak something. That is that I found out that if I sleep, it actually will not heal me the way I have it currently set up, because I have it set to heal half a heart at around like 3 or 4 a.m. in Minecraft time. Now that means that you can't really recover things if you're going to sleep if you miss that one tiny window of healing. So I'm going to have to figure out how to adjust that, make sure that you heal when you sleep. Because actually that was the original idea I was going to go with. As I said, there was a feature for UrVival mode that I wanted, but I couldn't figure out how to get it to work. And that is that I wanted to specifically have healing only when you are resting. In other words, you would heal while you're sleeping in a bed. But I actually could not get it to detect beds, at least the way I was doing it. And so I had to just go with the every night around 4 a.m. you heal half a heart. I'm going to work on that to see if I could get it to, I think I have a few vague ideas of how to get it to recognize a bed. I keep picking up that spider eye, which I do not want. I suppose, oh, whoa, he's coming for me. I guess I don't have time for that shield that I was going to make. Let's run over here real quick. Wonder where I can go so that I have an opportunity to make my shield. Okay, here we go. Now at least I'm going to feel better. Oh, actually, come to think of it, as I said, I didn't want to make a stone sword, but, whoops, does that mean I can't make, oh, I do need, hold on, did I lose wood just now? I thought I had. Oh, I guess because of the shield. I forgot about that. Okay, so oh no. There. Okay, now make that sword while I have a chance. I didn't want a stone sword, but I definitely would like an iron sword. Of course, I was thinking of not making any swords, at least until I found an iron sword naturally, but I don't know, I felt a little bit desperate there. Uh-oh. Ah! Bad spot. Bad spot to be in. Uh-oh. This might not end well. At least the sun is coming up. Let's get up here. Get out of this pit. See if we can get back to near where we spawned, and then that way we could maybe start building something, a little teeny shelter. Of course, we were over there in the Oakwood area. Now, of course, I have not turned off magical healing in any way. So if I find the appropriate flowers and some mushrooms, I could make a special stew that would heal me up a little bit. See, I believe this is actually around where we started. If you make a base near spawn, then if somehow you wind up back at spawn, you'd be able to quickly get into some shelter. I'm going to go look at these wolves. I'm wondering what they're doing here. I wish they would spot some of those sheep. Oh, look. Fallen tree that I did not see before. If I do have to chop down a tree at some point, my rule is that I need to replace it, replant the tree with at least one sapling for every tree that I chop down. Although more saplings would be even better. It would be more conscious of what I'm doing to the environment. Okay. I actually have enough string to make a bow if I wanted. And since I do have 2 arrows, thanks to the skeletons that tried to kill me, whoops, that is not what I wanted to do. Okay. What in the world is that guy doing over there? I do not want to go over there and fight him just because he has a trident. Because I only have 1 heart. And I just want to play it safe.